Hello everybody, I'm okay, thank you. A bit croaky, but I'm all right. Yes, today we're going to be showing you some little, this is our Easter extravaganza. We're going to be showing you some little decorations that you can be making. We're going to be doing a little Easter card. We're going to be using also some of our quilling dies and some of our nesting dies. We're going to show you a couple of little hanging decorations, also some toppers that you might want to put on like either a cocktail stick, a little lollipop stick, to put in your cakes, to put in your plant pots, to put in your Easter treasure boxes. However you display and celebrate Easter, we wanted to try and do a couple of like different things for you. So we've got a card, we've got a hanging decoration, and then we've also got a little topper as well, which you can put into a cake or something that that is very Easter-like. So we're going to be showing you how to do those, and I'll be telling you how to do them, what we're using as well, so it gives you a nice idea. If you've got these things at home, you can just have a go yourself.
I have a feeling we're going to have an excellent show with some cracking demonstrations. And I'm not joking about that. It gets better, honestly. Let's say a few hellos and then we'll get right into things here. We've got Jan on the socials again for this one. Rach joins us as well in Lanzarote, saying, missing you all, sending me a bit of Spanish there as well. Hola desde Lanzarote. Hola. Lois Cassidy says, good morning everyone from Ohio. Trudy Bickham says, good morning everyone. Sarah Park says, hi everyone from Arizona. Penny Lowe says hello from MI, and Alison Mason says hi everyone. Hello Alison. Hello Sandy Cocker in Florida, and Carol Garwood-Beard says good morning to Sheila and Ben from South Dakota. Feel free as well in this show, if you've made any Eastery cards or projects recently, so if you want to send any pictures you can, because there will be points where I'll be showing you some of the products during the show, but also it'd just be nice to see them really, and we can obviously show them later on in the day as well. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Not necessarily Easter makes that you've done this year, any pictures of Easter makes that you've done over the last few years. Right, few hellos done, we are in. Any questions, fire those in, and when we get a break in the show I'll put them to Sheila, but let's get into it for the first excellent demo.
Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to show you how to make a cake topper or whatever you want to put it into. We have used a lolly stick on ours, and I've done two different sizes. So what I'm going to do is show you the smaller one, and then you can elaborate on that if you so desire. So what we're going to do first of all, we're going to use some of our quilling dies, and we're also going to be using some of our oval nesting dies. So if you've already got these, you will find with your oval nesting dies, they are quite rounded. The bigger ones are quite rounded, but as you get to the smaller ones and the inner ones, probably the four centre ones, they become a little bit smaller and they then go to a point. So these are perfect for doing little bunny ears. So I've cut some in white and some in pink, and we will assemble those as the bunny ears. And I've also got some of my quilling strips cut, but we're going to cut one or two more. So for this project, we're going to need some of the leaves. So we're going to pop the one with the small leaves and like the branch in through the machine, and we'll get those cut. And then what we will do at the same time, we are going to use the daisy die from the quilling set as well. So let's pop that on with a little bit of tape there, and then we can get those cut through the machine, and then we can start to get on our way putting it together. Just move that a little bit there. We'll tape that on over here. Okay, so we can do two with the price of one, which is great. So let's just bring these into vision, and then you can see what I am doing. So we're going to pop our plates on top, and then we'll send those through the junior machine and get those cut. Okay, so we pop those through there. So while they're going through there, we have cut two strips, two of the straight strips which make the stain in the middle of the flower. So I've cut two, but I think I might only need one of those. So what we'll do, and actually looking at these now, these are like a little row of bunny ears, aren't they?
They are,
They're
yeah.
like mini bunny ears, which are very cute. So now then, the great thing is with this as well, we can save a bit of paper here, and with these I think we can get 2 out of here. It looks like it may have moved, but if we can get them out of this strip, we will. I will do my best. I think we can probably do that. So, and I'll tape it to the plate, and we can get another set of those little petals through there, and then we'll lift this one off. We've got the big leaves cut here, which we might not need, but we can use them if we so wish. And then we've got our little branches here with the leaves on as well. These are really cute, and I'm cutting these from the paper that comes in the quilling kit itself. So we'll move those to one side there. Okay, we'll pop this one through, and then we can start to quill our stamen. So I'll pop that one through the Gemini. And the great thing is about these, you can obviously do the small flowers, or you can do the big flowers with the quilling. A really nice kit which we launched just a couple of weeks ago. So again, that is going to be a lovely thing to use for Easter. So we've got 2 strips there. So the first thing I want to do is get my quilling tool. Now the quilling tool actually comes in the kit as well, with your storage box, all your dies, and 320 strips of paper in all different colours. So again, perfect for you know, summer projects, winter projects, whatever you want. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to add a little bit of tacky glue here as we go along. So I'm just going to go put a little bit on, and then I'm going to roll it. So the idea is that you keep this level, and you can either look at the top bit or the bottom bit to try and keep that level. To roll up that nice and tight. So we're going to keep going until that glue, if you put quite a bit of glue on, you'll see that it kind of pushes it as you roll it, and that glue doesn't get wasted. It actually just rolls and connects that strip in place. So I'll put a little bit more on. I'm not going along the whole strip just in case it dries. So we'll go all the way along like that, and you can just hold it in place with your finger, your thumb. Everybody does this their own way, so you can do that, whatever you're comfortable with. And then again, a little bit more on the end here. Now, as this is a daisy, and it's a small daisy, I'm just going to do the one stamen strip in the middle. We'll just get to the end there, and then... Now, there's a couple of ways of doing this. What you can do now, you can actually bring in your strip and you can attach it. What I tend to do, I tend to roll my stamens up, and then I kind of do all these separate, and then once I've got them, you know, I can use them as and when, because sometimes I like to use these just as little extra bits, and I also like to shape them as well. So you can do that, take them off there, but once you've taken it off there, then it's always tricky to get it back on. It can be done, but I always just kind of leave it on there. So now the next thing to do, we want to get the quilling strips with the petals on. So we've got the daisies here. Now with the daisies, obviously you would normally roll these up. Your mind wants you to roll it that way, because that's what we do with dies. So we have the right side facing. But because it's a flower, what we're going to do is we're going to roll it that way, so that when we open it out, the flower will be the right side from where we've die cut. So what I'm going to do, we've got 2 sets here. Now, you may have watched our lovely Debbie last week doing this, where she layers them up alternately like that. You can do that. You can do it with 2 strips, 3 strips. I like to just do it with 1 and then put another one on after. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go from this end here, and I'm going to add a tiny bit of glue onto my little quilled strip here. This is where I ended my little strip. And then what we're going to do is we're going to roll this round. So if I attach this here now and then start to roll, what will happen is when we come to open it up in a minute, all the petals will be the right way. So you just need to remember that when you're starting to do it. And then again, you can just add some glue, and you can start to roll it. And again, keeping it in place so that you go along that line at the bottom and follow that line so that it all stays nice and neatly. So don't hurry, there's no rush. Once you get used to it, if you've not done it before, then you can start to speed up a little bit. But hey, it's not the end of the world if it goes a little bit uneven.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. So, as we said, if you wanted to do two together so that those petals will overlap and will be in between each other, you can do that. The other thing is as we do this, because the circle at the bottom is getting bigger, you can never predict where your petals are going to end up. They can still end up that they overlap each other, like behind one another, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add this onto here, but I'm going to do it so that I'll leave a little gap there. And again, I don't think there's a wrong or right way for doing this. It's up to you. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to leave a little gap so that this petal will sit in between those two there, like that. And obviously the paper's quite fine, so once you start to quill with it, it will just, you know, kind of sit really snug up against the previous roll. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay, and the other thing is as well, because we've got it on the quilling tool, for as long as you keep that quilling tool in, you can always have a little look and assess, you know, whether your flower is full enough or whether you want to add another strip. So that's always a good thing too. So we've got a little bit more glue on here, and then we will just take our time rolling that bit up there like that, and then we'll just do the end bit here. Okay, like that. Okay, so we'll just give that a little minute just to bond, and then you can see now on the overhead we've got quite a lot of petals there. So obviously once we lift those down, now we've got the right side of the petals showing. So we can go all the way around like that, and we can start to bring those petals down. If at that point you think you want to put more on, then you can. If you want a thicker daisy, but until you've opened all the petals out, you don't actually quite know where they're going to sit.
Yeah.
So you can just do that, and you see that one's sitting in between there now. So once you start to spread them out, you can see how pretty it is. So this has just got two strips on, and I think if you're going to use like a popsicle stick or a wooden lolly stick, this is probably going to be about the right size. Okay, so you can see there that we've got a really cute little daisy. So pretty, isn't it? So pretty. Okay, so now we need to do the ears. So let's bring in our little bunny ears here. And what we've done, cut the bigger ones in white and then cut the smaller bits in the pink, just to give it a little bit of contrast.
Yeah.
Make it nice and cute. And then if you layer that down to the bottom on the point like that, that should sit nice and evenly. Same with the second one. And then once that's on there, those are our ears. And then it's pretty straightforward once we've done this. So I'm going to just pop that again to the corner there, right in at that pointed end. Okay, so you can see now we've got our little ears, we've got our little daisy, and we've got our cute little leaves there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring in one of the lolly sticks. Now, because the lolly stick is not very wide, what we'll need to do is we'll need to pop the ears on there. If you're not confident about sticking everything on like that, you can always cut another piece like this and then build them up on there so that then you can put your leaves on there as well. But for me, I was happy to just pop them on the lolly stick. So we're going to do a little bit of glue here. And remember, because the ears are pointed, I'm going to do that on a bit of an angle like that. So we're going to pop that one onto there. And then this one onto here, like this. Okay, just hold my little lolly stick, like that. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bring in our little leaves, because the leaves are going to sit here like this. So the best thing to do is to put glue on your stem and glue on that top leaf, because that's going to sit against the ears and that's what will hold it in place, like that. So we're going to pop that one there like that. Okay. And then we'll do the second one same, because they can overlap as well. So we want the top leaf this time, and we want the stem, like that. And you can add more leaves, you can add lots of daisies. If you're using a thicker lolly stick, you could start to add more flowers. But these little oval pieces are quite good to put on the back because you can then build up your cluster on there if you want to, and it makes it a little bit firmer. And then what we're going to do, you can hot glue this if you want to, or you can just use your tacky glue, put tacky glue all around the edge there like that, because it will dry really quickly and it will sit onto those leaves as well. And then your final touch on there, you can add, if you want to, you can add a nice pearl drop with our lovely pink pearl drops. Let's drop one of those in the middle like that, and just do a nice sized pearl drop like that. And we'll add a teeny bit of sparkle on there. So just, there we go. Just to make it a little bit pretty. And then I'm going to lift that up for you and hold that to the camera, and you'll be able to see you've got your cute little cake topper there. I mean, you could even put a little banner on there with someone's name, or you could stick it in with someone's Easter eggs. But again, a really cute thing to do. And if you've got bigger, wider lolly sticks, you can do a bigger display on there. But just wanted to show you how cute that is and how quick it is to make.